ADHD and za, or weed, smoking this. Why people with ADHD usually will actually smoke it. Comment your experience down below. With ADHD comes anxiety. Anxiety is very common for ADHD. We are a lot of times in a fight or flight mode, especially if you take ADHD meds because it increases cortisol. Cortisol is the fight or flight just hormone. And so the problem is that we can feel it. We can feel it in our chest. We know that we're almost like hypervigilant. So for a lot of people, smoking weed will actually help relax them and bring them back to a slower pace. It can slow down that thought process where it's not such a rapid thought process. And it does produce a little bit of dopamine. Now, the problem, though, that can also happen with weed is, yes, it is a coping tool that some people do use. It is something that people with ADHD can become actually hooked and addicted to mentally, feeling that it is a needed medication in a sense. So you can actually become very habitually and mentally addicted to it. But also it comes into that it's not going to produce that lasting dopamine where you're not going to necessarily be as productive as somebody who's actually on a prescription such as a stimulant med. And that happens just because just weed itself, smoking it, isn't going to do that long lasting dopamine. And again, I share just because I got diagnosed ADD at 13, re-diagnosed ADHD at 17, and I just share a lot of stuff that people don't really fully realize and maybe why it works and why it doesn't work. And just the more that you understand, the more that you know, it makes it a lot easier to go through life. And that's what it's all about.